Hi, voice reveal. Sorry, the AC is like ungodly loud for some reason, so that's there. I sound so weird on here. That might just be how I sound in real life though. So, I kind of promised you guys a Q&A. It's been like 3 weeks. Sorry. So, thank you to the 3 people that responded. We had 2 on TikTok and 1 on YouTube, so thank you guys. And no, I'm not answering why I'm wearing a hat indoors. I just want to, okay? What am I doing with my hand? I don't know. So, both people on TikTok asked multiple questions, so I'm just going to say their name and I'm going to run through all the questions and answer them and then move on to the next person. Right. So, our first person on here is Esper Elowin, if I'm pronouncing that correctly. If not, I'm sorry. So, what's your favorite color? In general, red. But if we're gonna get more specific, I really like this one particular shade of black. It's called Vanta Black. If I'm pronouncing that correctly, you should look it up. It's really, really cool. What's your favorite song or artist? I'm a little too indecisive for a lot of these questions, but just last night I rediscovered Dream Girl from the 2021 Cinderella, and it's such a good song, so that's my favorite right now. I have been listening to a lot of The Animal and Me. That's a, like, I'll say metalcore type band. Favorite author? I don't read enough for this, which is really bad as an aspiring author myself, but I just have not done a lot of reading recently. I do like books by Margaret Peterson Haddix, though. Favorite book? Again, too indecisive for that. Maybe in the future I'll actually have the money to handle my TBR, and maybe I'll find one that I really, really like. But like most of the books I read, I guess. Favorite food? I'm not sure in general I have a favorite food. If I get more specific, like my favorite salad is Caesar salad. Favorite fruit is probably strawberries right now, like stuff like that. I'm not sure I have a specific food that is just my favorite overall. Favorite drink would probably be, I don't know if I have one. I don't think about drinks that much. That sounds weird, but I don't know. Do not ask me why I offered to do a Q&A when I can't properly do the A. I don't know why I did that. Hobby other than writing. Y'all have other hobbies? Alright, and that was all the questions by Esper Elowen, so thank you for those. And the next ones are by A.S. Fessler, fantasy author. What is your favorite genre to read? Again, haven't read too much lately. I do like fantasy and science fiction. English words, I promise I know them. And then favorite genre to write. I definitely do a lot of stuff with fantasy, not like traditional or high fantasy, but like magic power stuff. Pretend there's a little magic graphic. I don't know how to do any of that. The current series I'm working on right now, though, I believe, after researching, was like magical realism, which is when you take magic and put it in kind of like a real world setting sort of thing. Do you write best in the morning or at night? Nighttime. Morning's not happening, especially with life. But yeah, and then I stay up too late writing. What inspired you to begin this author journey? You're asking a lot of deep questions. So I know in like 6th grade I started making friends who were also writing, which I think is where I got the initial idea to start writing. Because sometimes I can think of stuff on my own, and sometimes I need somebody to be like, hey, that's an option. And then, when I was younger, I just always used to, like, make up little stories to myself with, like, literally everything. And then you know what was the final straw? The Steven Universe movie. And I didn't even watch the series, I just watched the movie. And I was like, hey, that was an awesome movie. I want to write my own story. And that's actually what at least the first book of the series I'm writing right now is inspired by, and I hope it can kind of like be seen-ish, like not like, oh hey, this is copied word for word, but like you can tell that that's where the inspiration is if you know the movie. All right, so that's it for the questions on TikTok. So thank you to both of you for giving me those questions. And now, the one question on YouTube from Mr. XVs77. What's your microwave model? I have no idea. Let me go check that. So, I just checked, and I still have no idea. It's like the logo on it is like a circle, and that has like a cursive G and E inside of it. If you know what brand that is, awesome. And if that's not what you meant by model, then I have no idea where to look. So thank you for the two of you who left questions. If anyone else has any questions, feel free to leave them in the comment section of this video, and I can make a part 2. Although TikTok kind of age restricted my account, so I know a lot of people, if this even makes it to FYP, because a lot of my videos haven't been, won't be able to comment or DM, so stick around and eventually I'll get that taken care of and my comments will be open again to everybody. And if you're on YouTube, then that's not a problem. I just gotta make sure the comments didn't get disabled. So yeah, if you made it this far, thank you for listening to me ramble for almost 8 minutes, and have a great day, everybody. Bye.